Hey guys, Thunder E here. We are at the Samsung Galaxy S8 Unbox event, and we're going to check out what Samsung has to offer with its brand new devices, the Galaxy S8 and the Galaxy S8 Plus. So let's go ahead and find out.
So for weeks we've seen rumors and speculations from different sites about the Galaxy S8, but it's finally here. The device is in front of us, we can take our hands on it, and I have to say Samsung has started off by crafting a lovely device. Of course, you've got that glass back, really nice finish for both the S8 and the S8 Plus, two different sizes, but both devices both have dual edge curved display, or should I say infinity display as Samsung likes to call it. There are no bezels on this device, which is absolutely fantastic here all the way through. So starting off with the Galaxy S8. The S8 comes in at 5.8 inches. Sounds big, but it's actually pretty small footprint. It's got the infinity display, no bezels, which is pretty nice. Fits really comfortable in your hands altogether. You've got that fingerprint sensor at the back in the most awkward position. But on the S8, it feels more comfortable to actually operate and use. Now, in terms of the camera, it's a 12 megapixel camera, f1.7 stop with an 8 megapixel in the front. USB Type-C for charging data transfer is also still a headphone jack. Comes with AKG headphones, by the way, which is absolutely fantastic. You've got a 3000 milliamp battery. It still has wireless charging. It's got quick charging on there, or fast charging from Samsung, and you've got IP68 water and dust resistance. So you've got all those things you expect on the device. On the S8 Plus, this is a 6.2 inch display, QHD. Now both of them support HDR, so these are HDR certified displays, and this thing is lovely because at 6.8 inches it feels much smaller than even my S7 Edge. Now this has a 3500 milliamp battery, and also both are powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor in the US, which is pretty nice. Now in terms of speakers, it's not stereo speakers. Speaker location is still the same. Both devices come with 64 gigabytes of storage, expandable via micro SD, 4 gigabytes of RAM, all standard. That's pretty nice. Now you also have a physical button below your volume keys, which activates Bixby. Bixby is Samsung's new voice assistant. We got to play around with it a little bit. It's really nice. It has this very contextual feel to it. So as they said in the press event, you can, basically switch between voice and of course input. You can also do shop scanning with it while activating the camera. So there are many features, and we're going to spend more time with it when it becomes available, so you guys get a very good idea of what Bixby can actually do. Now the home button has some tactile feedback to it at the bottom, so it feels like you're actually pressing a physical button, which is good. You still have an always on display for the device, and you can access that quite easily through the settings menu. Now in terms of the security features, facial recognition was added this year on the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. Our buddy Ricky helped us test it out. He set up his facial recognition to the device. It's really quick and fast in the settings menu to do that, but watch how fast it recognizes his face. Hit the power button, done. That's it. Again, power button, done. It is really fast. The process is really good. Now we'll have to see how it handles in low light conditions, but so far what we saw, it handled that very, very well. Now, when it comes to the OS itself, the new natural interface, it is fast, it is butter smooth. It's got a lot of those Android 7.0 sensibilities built in, which is nice. So you do have that here. Also feel like there's less bloatware. There are very few built-in applications. We'll have to see once, carrier editions come out. Multitasking has also got a big boost by allowing you to position your multitasking in different ways. And that's something that's nice and added, especially since Samsung was the one who pioneered multitasking on Android devices. Overall, the settings menu itself feels very similar to what you get with standard Android 7.0. So Samsung is bringing this device into a very fast and really fast and smooth user experience space. And this also can be seen in the camera. The camera app also looks like it's been trimmed down. You do have a front-facing camera at 8 megapixels that records at 2560 by 1440, so that's QHD. The camera also has a bunch of filters that you can play around with. If you're one of those people who loves to use camera filters, there's a Pro app setting, of course, for the rear camera, and you can record and use some of those Pro settings. Not all, but of course, when you're taking photos, you can. It's a really robust camera feel. But what I want to do now is show you some of the pictures we actually actually took from the camera. Samsung allowed us to take a few pictures and do some video recording, so you can get a quick sample of what this device actually does. And looking at some of the photos here, you can see how well it handles in terms of exposure, lighting. Again, this is a couple of quick shots. This one, I try to increase the brightness up there to capture Ricky. A couple of selfies. The selfies looked pretty good in the conditions we had. Again, we have to test it out. Selfies with, of course, filters, and more filters included. Now let's take a listen and watch a video here.
Choose recording. Ricky, say what's up.
What's up?
All right, we got Ricky there. A little camera sample for you guys. Got my favorite people from Verizon right there. That's going in.
Way more.
This is gonna be in video. It's gonna be in video.
So seriously guys, there's a lot to take away from the Galaxy S8 as well as the S8 Plus. Samsung has done a fantastic job in crafting something that just wows. I was quite impressed. My one takeaway is that the fingerprint sensor is still in one of the worst locations possible. I'm not going to deny that. But with that facial recognition and iris scanner being that fast, I think a lot of people will like what this device has to offer. Now, in terms of battery life, usability, all that stuff, we have to see when we get our hands on for a full review. But for now, I want to leave you with some thoughts from a couple of YouTubers on what they think about the Galaxy S8 and how they think it will fare. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.
Hey guys, it's John Velasco with Android Authority. So, S8 stuff, really nice design. It's pretty much what you expect from one phone. Great looking design, and infinity display looks pretty cool. Samsung Pay, if you guys use that, the new DeX, which is pretty interesting because it's now a computer of sorts, but it's shaping out to be the flagship phone this year. Am I gonna get it? Most likely. I'm just a fan of, I guess, the Galaxy line, but I can't complain about the phone. It seems like it's a powerhouse.
What's up guys, it's Lon from Android Authority, and the Galaxy S8, to me, it's awesome. The screen is totally beautiful. The bezel-less front looks amazing. It feels amazing in the hand too. It's super sleek, and it's got all the specs that you would want, of course. The latest, most likely a Snapdragon 835, even though they didn't say, but 10 nanometer and water and dust resistant, all the stuff that you would want. And it's got some really cool features like Bixby and DeX, being able to turn it into a desktop experience. So it's going to be a powerhouse of a phone. I'm really looking forward to using it as my daily driver. It's going to be a total beast.
Hey guys, for take two, it's Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? You probably know me from Android Authority, but I also have a channel called Tech NT where you can see the vlogs from this event, Samsung Galaxy Unpacked. Let's talk about the phone for a second. The S8 feels incredible in the hand, almost sublime, because that 5.7-inch screen, it actually curves down perfectly so that the phone feels smaller than it leads on. And I think that's the best part about the device. The fingerprint reader, yeah, it's in a weird place. The fact that there's no more home button on the front, it's different for Samsung. They even took the branding off the top, which I think is a wonderful move. It shows that they're actually trying with this phone rather than just kind of going through the motions. So I'm really excited about the device, but the event itself, I'm just really happy the sun finally came out. That's the number one thing I'm happy about right now.